So this is a gene with the yellow part of the DNA, the coding part colored yellow. That might encode something like a lens protein. It would normally only be expressed if an RNA polymerase lands on the gene's promoter and makes a messenger RNA from the gene. The coding region of the gene is surrounded by a series of regulatory switches. So these are parts of DNA that don't code for any protein. Instead, they act as switches that determine where and when the gene turns on. Those switches are the landing sites for regulatory molecules that bind to the switches, recruit RNA polymerase to the gene's promoter, and cause an increase in the total number of messenger RNA transcripts that's coming from the gene. Typically, a gene will be surrounded by multiple switches. That allows the gene to be turned on at different times and places under the control of different signals and regulatory molecules. A lens protein in the mouse is also expressed in the liver, for example. It might have a switch where a regulatory molecule turns it on in the eye lens. The PAX6 gene is an example of a regulatory molecule that would bind to one of those switches. There'd be a different switch for turning the gene on in the liver.